Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Symphony. Symphony Entertainment Gaming and Arts is my gaming company that focuses on horror systems, indie games, organic content, and player agency in an attempt to bring a symphonic approach to horror role playing. Tonight, I am your host and storyteller, and we are back with Sanguine Arch, Symphony's very first Vampire the Masquerade campaign that takes place here in Modern Nights in Columbus, Ohio. We only have one announcement, and that's that Symphony does have a Patreon. So if you like this content, you enjoy engaging with this content, please consider backing us on Patreon at patreon.com/Symphony Entertainment. Red lines have been discussed with the cast and crew. The X card is in place. X's can be sent via private message in the Zoom screen that's directly in front of me, or you can do it visibly where we can all see it. And we will also be using the yellow, green, red traffic light method, which is personally one of my favorite safety tools. If a safety tool is enacted, there are no questions asked and there is no judgment passed. Without further ado, let us unveil this cast. Cast members, please introduce yourselves. Tell us who you are, where people can find you if you want to be found, and who you are playing tonight. And we are going to start in the reverse order that we did Prelude episode. So let's start with Carl.
Hi, everybody. Carl here. I am usually found haunting the back rooms of the Symphony Discord, making assets and editing this. So that's where I can primarily be found. And yeah, just kind of just being support for everybody.
Yes.
And
And who are you playing
tonight
tonight?
tonight I am playing Kevin Mercer, the Bruja.
Love it, love it, love it. That brings us up to Tiffany. Talk to us, baby.
Hi, my name's Tiffany, and you can find me on any of the social medias as Color Cat Designs, where you can get my art and look at what I'm working on currently or what cons I'm going to be at. And tonight I am playing Ivy, Banu Hakim.
I'm sure everything is going to work out well for you, Ivy. I have all the optimism in the world for you. Doc, hit us, baby. Tell us who you are, where people can find you, and who you're playing tonight.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Doc. I can be found just about everywhere on the internet because I'm not good at trying to not be places. If you want to check out stuff that I do, check out my Linktree, linktree.com/DocBones. I got all my stuff that I write there. I got links to this if you missed an episode and want to catch the playlist. And I am playing Connor Rowe, the Ventru.
Amazing. And last but not least, Tracy.
Hello, everyone. I am Tracy. I can be found anywhere on the internet, mostly as Mythical Magpie, one word. And I am tonight playing Rosalia Lombardo. She goes by Leah. She is a thin blood.
I am also very excited for everything that's totally not happening to you tonight.
Yep.
I hope you guys really enjoyed that symphony note. Lord knows I did. All right. We are going to jump immediately back into Sanguine Arch, this modern tale of personal and political horror for Vampire the Masquerade taking place in Columbus, Ohio. Per tradition, the first thing we're going to have is our recitation of the Chronicle Tenets led by Tracy.
Never endanger or betray the domain. Our community is stronger together. Unapologetically defend the traditions. They keep us safe. Ambition is rewarded. Liabilities are destroyed.
This particular episode is going to launch. What feels authentic to me is a week or 2 weeks following the closing scene where you all came together in the gazebo. At this point, any pre-recorded symphonic notes are active, current, and in play, which, as a courtesy note to the other players around, which you're going to get spoiled. Sorry. It is what it is. I can't pretend certain details didn't happen and talk around you. So I have to operate from the stance that it is current for me as well, as long with the players. So apologize for the spoilers that you guys may suffer, but we are where we are. It is what it is. You got to love recording and being like 4 months ahead of content. So that's where we are right now. The very first thing we need to do, my kindred, is I need rouse checks for tonight when you are waking up. This is going to be a mass challenge and you're going against me. We're going to throw in 3, 2, 1, throw them. The storyteller has paper. Let's go in introduction orders and articulate what we have.
Okay, I have paper,
Okay.
which means we tie, so I have to actually use my pool.
Mhm.
My feeding pool as a bagger is intelligence plus larceny, and that's a 7. So,
And the DC here is a 6. You have
yep.
succeeded on your rouse check. Next up is going to be Tiffany. Oh shit, you're muted. Of course you are, because it's Symphony. Of course you are.
Bingo.
Bingo. I threw
I
papers
tried.
against your
Yeah. But I
paper.
don't
Yep.
know what my pool is. I don't know how Carl magically came up with that.
No, you're good. So, it is your feeding preference type, whatever your feeding preference is, or what is that called, Carl?
Your let's see, your feeding pool, your hunting
Predator
pool.
type.
Your
Yeah.
predator type. Yeah.
Predator
Yep.
type, right?
Yeah.
Which is extortionist.
Extortionist. So that comes automatically with a pool that you'll pull from, and then
Okay.
either Carl or I will get to it here first for you. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
East
No,
I
no,
was
no, don't apologize.
unprepared. I will write that down though, so I have it for future.
Your extortionist
Manipulation
is
plus intimidation.
Oh.
yep, manipulation plus intimidation. Yep.
Okay, so that's where is oh, there it is. Okay, that's 3.
Okay, with a sum of 3, that is a fail against me. Your hunger goes up by 1.
Awesome.
So you're sitting at a hunger 2 now, because unless you've committed diablerie or drained somebody recently, that was no shade, no pun intended there. Recently.
What's have you been up to?
Right, recently, that just means you're pretty much sitting at a resting hunger of 1. So your hunger is up at 2. Next was
Okay.
Doc,
I got scissors.
and you beat my paper, so you're good to go. You don't have to do anything to worry about. And
So
Tracy.
as per usual,
Womp, womp, womp,
I threw a rock to your paper.
You threw a rock to my paper, which is an outright loss for you. So your hunger is going to go up to 2 as well, my love. Now, guys,
Cool.
let's talk about feeding or hunting right now. We're getting ready to throw another check, and we're going to talk about how you feed yourselves for this morning. And one of these characters, I'm really excited to hear about how they go about it. So get ready to throw another mass challenge, guys. We are going to be going in 3, 2, 1, throw them.
Frick!
Oh, shit. Okay. We're going to start from the bottom again. Carl,
I threw rock.
against my scissors, you are successful. Just keep note of your success and failures, because I'm going to forget by the time we go around the whole room. Tiffany,
I had rock against
Damn.
your scissors.
you beat me. Yep. And Doc
Rock, baby.
beats my scissors. Oh, but Tracy.
Oh, poor Leah.
I threw paper to your scissors. I outright lose again.
You outright lose again. So your hunger has now gone up to 3. That is a problem for you, Lydia, on multiple reasons. Or Lydia, geez, I'm calling you by your other character's name. That's a problem for you, Leah, on a couple different fronts, because now you have hit the messy critical range, which means anytime you succeed or anytime you fail, you and I are going to have a very fun side conversation. You are ravenous to the point that it's affecting your judgment. Your hunger is sitting in your periphery. You've known hunger before intimately as a child. This is hunger, but different.
Now, does she get a bane because of that?
Oh, Carl, do you know off the top of your head for a failed feeding check? I don't think so.
Thin bloods
I could
don't.
be wrong.
Thin Bloods, I
there's-
don't think Thin Bloods do.
Thin bloods don't have a clan bane, so they actually have a free slot at hunger 3
Oh, well, that's lame.
or 4. I forget which one it is.
Disrespectful.
I
I
know.
know.
Yeah. That's terrible. The thin blood gets an advantage.
Right.
Just the one. Just the one.
How dare they?
No, Carl.
What the hell?
Right.
The
No bane
shady as
severity is
fuck.
on the issue.
Oh. Okay,
I put-
Carl, starting with you. Please articulate to the audience, just in case we haven't done one with you before. I don't think we have, what your predator type is, and then give us a very brief scene on how you feed this successfully tonight.
So, Kevin is currently a bagger, which means like interfaces with the medical system and kind of skims, blood bags off the top to keep himself topped up. And I think this time he'll because I didn't have it hit any particular hitches. Just he's going to go through his normal thing. He's got enough money where he knows a couple of EMTs who want to make an extra hundo a month or so.
Yeah.
And every now and again, he'll go to the local hospital, never the same one twice in a row, and just pay off a couple people, and he'll take home a couple of blood bags.
Okay.
That'll usually keep him through for a week or so.
No issues whatsoever wandering into the halls, connecting with a nurse or a technician or even housekeeping, whoever you have an arrangement with. I like the idea that you were at Tracy. What hospital did he pick up blood from tonight? I'm just curious, in Columbus.
I mean, I think OSU.
Riverside? OSU is
Oh,
good.
I was gonna say OSU turns around a lot of people in their ER, and
Yeah,
there's a lot of like it's got a lot of people that are waiting constantly, so they're just constantly churning people over. So
I like the OSU. OSU absolutely works in um Kevin does a lot of work on and off OSU's campus anyway, so that's amazing. Tiffany, talk us through Ivy's predator type one more time for those who may have forgotten,
Uh,
and how you successfully fed tonight.
she's an extortionist, so she is going to go seek out someone that she excuse me, that she either did a favor for, got
Mm-hmm.
rid of somebody for, got them out of jail, those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
So that person she will find and basically uses their secret against them. So she has like, a couple of people and she tries to keep up with, making sure that she inserts herself into other people's lives to get that kind of leverage. So she's not going to the same person all the time.
All the time. Oh, what a portfolio and a network of victims, suppliers that you have going as an extortionist. I don't know why, Tiffany, this came into my head, but I just have you going into a strip club, just walking into a strip club on 161, like moving past the stage as a particular stripper is like, upside down, twirling from a pole. As soon as she comes down for the split, stands up, flips her hair back, looks at you, and just immediately walks off stage. Middle of the set, I'm irritated, I'm mad, you didn't tell me you were coming, we just did this a month ago. I didn't just walks off the stage, you meet her in the dressing room, you feed, and then she just goes right back onto the floor,
Hmm.
wordless, irritated, angry, zero communication, but the exchange is complete.
And that's honestly how she prefers it. If they just know what they need to do and we can go on about our days, because
Yeah,
I think it's a waste of time as well, but it's got to be
here we
done.
are, but here we are. You walk away with glitter, because there's no way I wasn't going to let you not get away with glitter.
Yeah.
uh
It's going to be there for like 2 months.
or two.
I'm going to look like Edward Cullen.
Ivy, you sparkle.
You're glittering. Yeah, wrong vampires. Doc, please remind us of your feeding or your predator type, your prey exclusion, and how you successfully fed tonight.
So my predator type is ferryman. I have a ghoul named Gerard who brings me the upper crust of society, the finest of the people who can wield influence and not just have large bank accounts. He makes sure that when I feed, it's befitting of a Ventru, that it's not just some person off the street. These are the finest of the fine, upper echelon of Columbus, Ohio. And he brings somebody to my room, and I notice that he has a scratch on his face.
Mm,
And as I slake some hunger off of this individual he's brought for me, for the first time since I've ghouled him and since he's known me, there's almost a hint of compassion in my face
hmm.
as I ask him who did that. And
I'm gonna
he
tee
won't
this up
say,
to
but
yourself or someone else.
tip somebody else.
Anybody want it?
I think Tracy wants it.
Tracy always wants it.
She wants that smoke.
I mean, if nobody else has any ideas, I think that Gerard, for just a moment, looks in the direction of Mr. Prim's office and then says nothing.
Connor's my face just hardens. More he's seen me get angry before. This is a different type of anger.
Mm,
This is a righteous indignation. Almost as if to say, how dare he?
nice. And Tracy,
Yep.
Talk me through what happened tonight.
I hear a lot of Whoopi Goldberg in my head right now, like, "Ooh, you in danger, girl." So this happens after the last notes that we recorded, like a day or
Correct.
two.
Yeah, I like it. Or you can make it longer. It doesn't matter.
Well,
It's our
that's
free form time frame. What's best for you?
it's best for me for it to be relatively fresh because
So
I
then
wouldn't
let's
have
do
thought,
within the last or 72-hour window. Yep.
yeah. So she's not been sleeping well.
Hmm.
She's not eating. She's scared to eat. And I think part of that is why she's so hungry. That kind of explains some of the she is afraid to put her fangs in anything. And just for full transparency, farmer is her predator type, which
Yeah.
means she primarily feeds off animals. She had a herd
Had.
until the last 72 hours. And now she can't feed there anymore. I think
So
she tries to just stave off the hunger. Again, she's like, I've been hungry. I can do this. Not really fully understanding that you cannot stave off hunger as a vampire like that because there's something deeper inside you that will fight. The little girl inside her couldn't fight. There was nothing to do. But the beast in her is going to try. And so I think at some point she realizes that she is going to be a danger. And she remembers that Justice told Miss Gloria that if it got bad, she could feed from bags. She does not know what that means. And so she's going to try and find out what that means and see if they've got a bag, whatever that means.
perfect. I love that in this particular moment you have a bagger in your group, which is stunning. We'll see if that connective tissue comes together. Beautiful articulation there, Tracy. The sleep deprivation brought on by the anxiety, the fear. Someone or something is either watching you or you're compromised in a new and horrific way. That pendulum swings from panic to fear, panic to fear, panic to fear, panic to fear, not only for yourself, but because you have individuals that are depending on you. That negatively affects your sleep, which makes it more difficult for you to rouse when the sun sets. And now you're afraid to eat. You're ravenous. Your beast is in your periphery loud. Thank you for your rouse and thank you for your hunger checks. That is where this particular game is beginning. Step one, if you have the background police or street, please signal to me.
Mhm.
All right. All right. Beautiful. So this is Leah and Kevin. Your networks are buzzing respectively. And then just to clarify, this is police for Leah and then Carl, it's street and police for you?
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
just
street and
street for
police.
me. Sorry.
No, it's street for you. Perfect.
Mhm.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So your networks are buzzing respectively, both on the street, one additional one for Kevin. There has been an increase in missing persons in Columbus. This hasn't hit the media. It hasn't hit mainstream. It's just that your individual networks, communities, backgrounds are buzzing. They're titillating. They recognize that something is going on. Again, this hasn't gone public facing, but it's just something that you're aware that is happening through these pools of influence and access that you have for. Now, this is June in Columbus, Ohio. So Columbus just hosted Origins Game Fair, which turned over 20,000 people. Stonewall Pride was the weekend before, and the Arnold Classic was in March. And the reason I bring up these three items to you all is because you're aware from your network, you're aware from living in Columbus that whenever Columbus sees an increased influx of people, sex trafficking and people trafficking naturally increases. It is a vicious game, but between the increased demand, targeted locations, concentrated location, the increase of population vulnerability, it's just one of those things where you typically see in a tick up of missing persons and things of that nature. So right now your contacts are floating around. This might be adjacent from Origins or pride, especially with the political climate right now. It still could be the Arnold. Arnold is a big one that turns over some really devastating numbers when it comes to kidnapping and sex trafficking. So it could be one of those things. It could not be, but your networks are pinging with that. Why does that matter to you two? The very first thing it alarms 20, 22, 25 years ago, a news article broke in Dayton, Ohio. Dayton is 70 miles west of us, I believe. About 20, 22, 25 years ago, you'd have to go back and look. News broke in Dayton that there was an increase in patients at hospitals suffering from anemia. Data is data. That happens. The only problem is when certain data hits the mainstream, that invites and attracts hunters. There was an increase in anemia in this Dayton area. That was an anarch-held territory. Somehow that flagged to hunters. It's like, oh, people are anemic in Dayton. Thank you for the invitation. Dayton was swept within 30 days. No kindred that you're aware of have dared to repopulate in the Dayton area since one news article broke that people were suffering from anemia. The anarchs started having too much fun. They started overtaxing their resources. They weren't careful. They didn't defend the traditions. And that entire city went off the map. Missing persons, an increase in missing persons. You might as well hold a billboard outside of Columbus that says, hey, we've got vampires. But nothing is broke right now. That's just something that's happening in the background that the mortals, the kind, are finding ways to reconcile. Any immediate commentary from the two of you on that realization as the balloons go flying? Sorry. Damn MacBooks.
I think for me first, I'll let Justice know.
Yeah.
He's a scourge. And then I'm
Smart.
gonna tell our buddies, but I'll wait. Carl, you look like you have something to say too.
No, no, I mean, I'll let everybody know about that, assuming, but I'll double up from both the police and the underground angle. And I'll set my network to start looking into medical and politics spheres
Mm-hmm.
to see if it's starting to percolate into there, because that's when it's really gonna hit the fan. But other than that, I mean, it's already happened.
Yeah.
Like,
The event has happened.
the event has
It,
happened, the fire is spreading. So,
yeah.
um, we're probably, if they're not already here, we're probably looking at hunters within a couple of weeks or months.
If I
Go
could
ahead.
ask a follow-up question,
Mm-hmm.
it may not be relevant, but once I realized that and have found that out, um, so the service industry is one of the other ones I have a two in.
Mm-hmm.
Do they seem to be more um likely to have missing persons? Are people not showing up to work? Because they're like, the service industry tends to be overlooked by most people. The person that brings them their coffee, the person that drives the Uber,
Mm-hmm.
the person that makes their McDonald's breakfast. They tend not to even look at them sometimes.
Yeah.
But since I have ins with them, am I hearing anything about people just not, no show, no call, things like that?
Yeah. That's a very easy network for you to tap in. You have two. It doesn't feel like service industry is being targeted.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like that pool is being tapped, which flags at least one piece of free awareness, because that was a great question. Wherever these missing people are being pulled from, it doesn't seem like it's categorized.
Mm,
The street knows because people hit the street looking for people. Wanted posters, social media. Hey, have you seen? Hey, what's going on? Police are aware for missing persons reports, but it doesn't seem like it's coming from an industry specific nature yet. So it doesn't feel like whatever's happening, that these people are being pulled from an impoverished or compromised or a vulnerable population.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, fantastic question. Okay, perfect. And then Carl, one more time. You said you were tapping which two spears to be on alert for?
Medical and politics.
Medical and politics. You have common sense on your sheet, right?
Yes, I do.
Then I'm going to give you this one for free. I'm trying to remember the fun things you guys have going in the background so I
Yep.
can ping those when they happen. With a common sense, you also know like media is going to fuck you if it launches there.
Hmm.
If that fire hits in media, that's going to be game over. That it would be worth it to go find somebody with strong media influence, probably somebody's Ventru, and go,
Hmm.
hey, y'all might just I'm just saying. Yeah, might, but or the Nos. You might want to be on the lookout for that. Or Celeste. So Celeste can take that information and get the credit for it. Something
Yeah.
media needs to be put on alert.
I think that would probably be my go-to is once I become aware of that, set up the early warning that I can, and then go immediately to Celeste and give her the heads up. Just to be like, hey, I know what your current plan is.
Yeah.
You should use this.
Yeah. Which is stunning the way the Camarillo can work when it's supposed to work the way it was intended. And I say that very loosely because it's really slavery, but we dress it up to make it look better so we feel better. But you know that your Primogen, who's your sire and ally,
Hmm.
is, or you know that Celeste wants to be Primogen, which is your
Hmm.
sire and ally, feeding information up to somebody that you support that is going to be able to leverage that power to return that investment back to you. It's just smart politics.
Yep.
It's just smart politics. Okay. Perfect. 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 Tracy, what's the weather like today in Ohio?
She muggy.
Oh, she.
Fuck me.
It's
Okay.
it's threatening
She's
rain.
correct.
It's threatening rain, but right now it's hot and muggy.
She- It's
She
hot and
muggy.
muggy, guys. It's a hot and muggy night in Columbus. We've had 90, 95, 98-degree days followed by 2 days of rain. It is gross outside. It is not a great look. Ivy, we're going to start this very brief scene with you, sweetie pie. You are just returning back to your haven after Moses called you and your six other siblings, your six other broodmates together. He has a new contract for you. Now, the sheer delight that's on his eyes and the smile that's dancing on both of his lips, you already know it's some nonsense. You you felt that avocado pit in your stomach turn and crack and grow inside of you because you just knew there was going to be some nonsense. And he did not disappoint. It is indeed some nonsense. You or one of your six siblings is going to be assigned to a 6 month babysitting duty. Someone is coming into town, and I'm going to have one of the other players tee this up for us. Someone is coming into town. The Banu Hakim, higher up than you, likely higher up than Moses, have agreed to assign this person a handler, a babysitter, a mollycoddler, a guardian. And that's not outside of the realm of the Banu Hakim. Hiring them for bodyguards is normal, but these type of ride shares, these type of time shares are exhausting. You get cut out of all your contracts. You can't go chase down a red lister if you're babysitting, blah, blah, blah. And if you fail to successfully babysit, blah, 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 you bring shame onto the Banu Hakim. You bring shame onto yourself. Then you wind up paying them. It's a horrible job. It's a heinous job. And typically the people that need that type of protection are really liabilities to the Camarilla that probably should be destroyed anyways.
Yeah, and I probably usually don't get along with them at all.
What was the longest one that you had to do?
Probably about 8 months.
That was 8 grueling months dealing with, just give me flavor profile.
Just some entitled toreador that had to be carted here and there, and I was more of a gopher than, you know, you know, making sure that they were safe. And then they kept trying to get more extravagant stuff and bringing more attention to themselves because they had to be the center of attention, but they didn't care if it was kindred or not.
Ugh.
And it was a whole thing.
8 months of 8 months of acting as Uber Eats and the facilitator of attention for this Toreador. It's really degrading. It really is. Contracts are contracts. So hey, I got a question for you here, Tiffany. You know Moses. We know Moses. Collectively, we're all family. How is he assigning the seven of you to choose who it's gonna be? I'm sure it was something vicious or amusing. the pendulum swings both ways with your son.
Yeah.
Because by the end of this week, one of you guys is taking this contract. And he's left it to the seven of you to decide.
I think today he probably set up a wrestling ring and we're doing the last man standing. Like if you draw blood, then and it's no weapons. So if you draw blood, then you're out. So we all have to brawl and prove that we're, the best.
And the last man standing, the winner of this, is choosing the person that does it.
Yeah. So they can choose to take it or choose to pass it.
That's double the vicious, double the fun. Who do you think of your siblings is going to win? Who's the best brawler between the seven of you guys?
Um, I don't know. Probably the oldest. Um, he is also the biggest. He's the
Mm,
first person to catch Moses's eye. Um, Generally quiet. Um, but is vicious, just like Moses likes him.
quiet, compliant, and vicious. Oof. Last question for you as we just peek back the curtains and kind of look into your family dynamics here. If he wins, who is he going to choose?
Oh, um,
Will it be you? Will it be the weakest? Will it be the sibling that he hates?
yeah, I would say it depends how upset he still is with me, and since he and Moses probably speak more than we do,
Mm-hmm.
if Moses is still kind of secretly gunning for me, even though I did everything he asked, it could be me. Otherwise, yeah, I would say it would probably be the one of the lazy ones. We have one that's like particularly lazy, takes all the easy jobs, just sits around and pretends to be a badass, but really isn't.
Spoken like a true sibling and a true vampire. The wrestling tournament begins at the end of this week, and you're in round one. We will see how you do in either a symphonic note or your player room. We'll see how that works out. I love the fact that it's happening absent weapons. So those beautiful blades that you carry, it's like, no, you're drawing blood right now with claws or teeth.
Hmm.
Good luck, or whatever improvised weapon you can find around you. Good
Hmm.
luck on that one. Okay, I look forward to experiencing that one. Connor, you fumbled a touchstone. Oh, fumbled doesn't feel like a fair verb. You lost a
Blew up,
touchdown. You can't
destroyed.
lose, destroy. Yeah, you can't lose what you technically never had. You lied to yourself about a
Ow.
touchstone. That's an option. Well, that doesn't even feel authentic either. Um, you no longer have access to a touchstone. We'll just say that, which is going to irrevocably change you. I already know you're not sleeping well. That's neither
No,
here nor there. I understand that.
no.
But your shame, your hurt, the shattered fragments of that touchstone that have been obliterated by your own selfishness, your own ignorance, and your own willfulness to deny that what was in front of you was too good to be true. All of that lingers
It
in
did
your
seem too good to be
periphery.
true.
Too good to be true.
Yeah.
Like on the back end, looking back, it's very easy to go, I should have seen that coming, but
It was too clean for what it was.
it was too clean for what it was. But that is almost Mr. Prim to a science. That shame and hurt and those shattered fragments of the touchstone scream at you from the periphery of the vacancy that's in your soul. I'm just
Mhm.
curious, how have you been metabolizing all of this in the last week or so? What does this look like for Connor?
One thing that Connor did was the seeds that were given to him
Mm-hmm.
that he'd been carefully cultivating. He, as soon as he gets out of that meeting, he looks at the plant just starting to sprout, the the promise of those seeds and just smashes it. And not just like, oh, I'm going to break the pot. It is a violent altercation that the drywall in the room is broken and the shards get thrown out the window. It it's an outburst almost as if I can feel my beast like ready to come out and give in to all of that rage. And then I just metaphorically and physically pick up those pieces and throw them in the trash because that part of me was a lie, and I thought what I had done that night was right, but in the back of my mind all I can think of is how did I not see this?
You've been eating off of that plate for 30 years.
30
You know,
years.
the interesting thing about it, Connor, is Mr. Prim didn't prepare that meal at all.
He didn't even put the plate on the table. I did.
He just made sure it stayed warm.
And it wasn't even reheated. That was a microwave TV dinner masquerading as filet mignon.
But when you're desperate to hold on to something, anything,
You'll take whatever you can get.
you'll take whatever you can get. Leah, you have an incoming phone call from Mom.
Yeah, I answer it immediately.
What is a nickname that Mom often calls you when she's in a heightened state of delight, joy, happiness? It's one of her tales.
She calls me Rosie.
Rosie. You accept the incoming phone call and you hear, Rosie, how did you do it? This is so exciting. You'll have to tell me the story. I heard the presentation was spectacular. Do you have it in writing?
What are you talking about, Mom?
The grant. The grant from, and then I'm going to pause really fast. Table. Leah's mother has just received a sizable grant from some foundation that assists with medical costs. It is associated with Edmund. It is associated with the Ventru, but he would never call it the Edmund Foundation, and he wouldn't call it Ventru Advocacy Incorporated. But his arrogance is not going to allow him not to do something that's adjacent to it. What is the name of the foundation?
What was the Malkavian's name?
Her name is
Gloria.
Gloria.
Gloria
So
was
it'd be
his
the
love.
Gloria Foundation.
You want to go with the Gloria Foundation?
The
It
Gloria
might be a little too direct. I love it. Can we do a spin on Gloria? Because
Glory.
Gloria is good. Focusing it on his love is good.
Oh. He's got he put a religious bend on it. It's
Oh,
called
God.
the Kindred Glory Foundation.
That's so disrespectful.
Yeah. It is perfect. He probably titters every time he files the tax returns for it.
Oh, that is so petty, Carl.
He is
Somebody send that shit over to Masquerade Breach Incorporated Investigations.
Yes.
Glory.
Yeah,
Hello, First Light.
That's fucking hysterical. I love
that's
this. This is great.
that's the problem. He runs that one too.
He runs. I love this table.
That's
I
right.
love this table so much. Okay, wait. I need to write this down again. So it's the Gloria,
the Kindred Glory Foundation.
the Kindred, the Kindred Glory,
And it's
Foundation.
just wrapped in evangelical bullshit.
Right.
Just covered in it.
Like the
just
business
paid-
card has a big angel on it.
Oh yeah.
That just paid for my lesbian mother's healthcare. Yep. Sounds great.
That
So
is
totally
one of that's one of the things that marks them apart. They're a religious organization that doesn't discriminate in that way.
I love that.
It's
love
need based.
It's need-based, truly
It's need
need-based.
based. And it's the strength of the application, which is what
Mhm.
Mama is bragging on right now because apparently Leah knocked this application out of the park. We heard that you had to do a video submission. Can you send it to us? We'd love to see it.
I think I would feel really embarrassed doing that. Mom, you sound great.
We got good news this morning.
Okay, what's up?
I'm leaving.
What?
I'm leaving. I don't need to stay here in this facility anymore. This is what you negotiated, isn't it?
I thought that they were going to cover the funds. Did I get a bonus grant?
May Maybe Rosie, I'm not entirely sure, but they said that I was leaving. They were moving us to something more home based, some new intimate program where you have a room there and we can host guests and it's more of a home environment.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Man, I didn't know that we were going to get that. That's extra. They must have really wanted to help you.
I don't think it was me, Rosie. I think this was all you. They said the strength of your application was, and then she's in the background and she's talking to your mom, and she says, "What did they call it?" And you can hear the voice call back, and there's just pure celebration riding on the wave of that. Compelling. There was a very compelling defense that you made for this foundation. I've never heard of this Kindred Glory Foundation, but they're nationwide.
Yep, they sure are. They really are amazing. And I was not sure that was going to work. When are you moving again?
Tomorrow. They're already here packing up. They sent a team over and everything. And tonight, if you can make it at 8:30, they're sending an entire new medical team over. It's going to be our personal medical team from some internal division that they have.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I will be there. I can't wait to meet these people and to find out where you're moving to.
Throw me a chop, Tracy.
Girl, because at
Yeah,
this point, also, I'm at Hunger 3. I feel like I'm real on edge at this point.
super on edge right now. And this is your mom. If one person in the entire world can read you, it's
Yep.
going to be mom. I am going to be going against her. I like wits and awareness for her,
Okay.
which I'm just going to put, being that she doesn't have a sheet, I'm just going to put at a 3. 3 feels good for her.
Okay. Is it against? Oh, no, it's not. It's probably
Yeah,
7.
that's going to be mine. What is going to be your pool to hide the fact that Bridgett can hear the concern in your voice. I know
Yeah. Oh,
mom
of
can.
course. Yeah.
I would think probably subterfuge.
Yeah.
Subterfuge feels really
Subterfuge
good.
and manipulation.
You want
Yep.
to tie that with manipulation?
Yeah.
I'm with Tiffany 100%. You ready to throw this bad boy?
No,
No.
but let's do it. I failed every chop so far today. Let's do this.
I love consistency. We're
Why
throwing it in
start winning
3,
them now?
2, 1, throw them. And you have failed every chop today. I have
Let's
a rock.
go.
So I happened to throw scissors to your rock, Bridgett, didn't I?
You did. You did. You are consistently failing every chop of the day. I'm really excited for us.
At least it's internal consistency. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah.
Mom goes quiet for a moment, and you can still hear Mama in the background praising you for other things that they've mentioned in how the strength of your interview. And you can hear some shuffling. That's good news. She's up and around. She's moving. The sounds, you can like hear her moving. You can hear the click of a door shutting. You can hide a lot of places, Rosie, but you can't hide from me. What's wrong?
I didn't think it was happening this fast. I I haven't even been informed yet. Normally you would think this is just happening really fast. And I thought she was staying in the facility and they take care of you there, right? Like this is the best hotel. I didn't know they were relocating her. Relocating you. I'm sorry. I thought that I thought that
Leah.
we would have some time. And while I'm talking on the phone, she may hear in the background a car door closing and the engine starting.
Okay. Okay. The bing 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 as your seatbelt isn't connected. Okay.
Yeah. I am going to, she's got her flip phone kind of on her shoulder, like as she's trying to drive.
Yeah.
Because of course she doesn't have Bluetooth. I mean, her car
Of
doesn't.
course not. Not in that car. No.
So she's trying to drive with her phone, and mom, I'm gonna head over there in just a second. I just want to make sure I meet everybody. I'm just nervous. I love you, and I want to make sure that the absolute best care is taken. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for us. Is Mama Kathy going to be moving with you?
Yes. Yes. We're all going to be moving together. Leah, do I need to be concerned? I mean,
This
they
is
sent an
just,
attorney over. It was a whole thing. There was a mountain of documentation and paperwork. It all looked legit. You don't think this is is a
oh,
scam or something,
no, no, no,
right?
no. Do you have the address where they're moving you to? They have to have it on something, right? The place they're relocate the foundation's home or something. Can you tell me
Yeah.
what that is?
Yeah, Rosie, just give me a quick second. And you can tell that she's in the background. She's apparently looked up the address on her phone somewhere, and she winds up giving you address somewhere in Bexley.
Is that where I'm living right now? Is that the
No,
same address?
no, no. This is a brand new address. Even if, well, you can't pull it up on your phone, but when you do get
Nope,
to
sure
a
can't.
chance pulling your home, it's a really nice residential home in Bexley.
But it is a residential home
It's a
that is on
residential
the
home.
books. Awesome. That's amazing. Yeah, I'll be over there in just a little bit to check on you all. And just make sure this is just happening. I'm sorry. It's just happening faster than I anticipated. I wanted to surprise you, but it looks like you got surprised. I'll be there soon.
Okay, we'll see you soon. You'll be able to meet the new medical crew that I'm gonna have.
Okay, I love you, Mom.
I love you too. Be safe.
I will, of course. She and I
Tracy,
think,
something aggressively is happening in the background.
yeah,
That's not the arrangement that you had. Maybe it'll be okay. So, Carl, what are you wearing when you walk in a late night slice?
He is doing the whole college student chic thing. It's kind of his whole vibe when he's walking around town. When he got embraced, he kind of never really grew out of um that thing in your mid 20s where you've grown but you don't quite live comfortably in your skin yet.
Yeah.
So he hit that age and then he's been stuck there for 25 years, which is he just feels great about, by the way. Um, but yeah, no, he's just like if you don't look at him too close, he could easily pass for just any other college student. Um, hand-me-down hoodie, probably was black at one point, washed way too many times. Um, and yeah, he's just gonna go over to his normal seat.
You go to your normal seat in late night slice.
Mhm.
We've already done a descriptive kind of narrative on what this looks like, so I won't repeat any of that from the previous episode. But you're at the tail end of the evening where most of the drunk people have semi-sobered up and stumbled back onto High Street and are disappearing from view. Part of the kitchen staff is already releasing people in waves to accommodate that it's dying down. But you still have 10 or 15 people around. This is by no means the dive bar where Liz at this point is probably giving
Mhm.
birth to a bouncing baby girl. I'm sure Ivy got a photo. Sure Ivy got a photo. It was great. So this isn't pure private, but it's slim.
Yeah.
And you recognize her silhouette moving across the paint that's on the outside of the glass, a dancing slice of pizza that's probably doing like, some weird, fist pumps in the air and situationship. Uh,
Thank you, Doc.
Jesus. I don't know. Doc, I really hate to break immersion, but do you guys remember the banana thing? What was the banana? That's gonna bother me.
Oh,
Oh shit.
the peanut butter jelly time
Peanut butter
thing.
jelly
Yeah.
time with the goddamn banana.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Fuck me. I needed to get that off my chest. Thank you. Sorry.
Only the best of the best of the best, Doc.
It's peanut butter
Peanut butter
jelly.
jelly.
Fuck me. Well, there goes my afternoon. Um, you recognize her silhouette moving past the painted on pizza on the glass. Now, the question of the day is, Carl, for Maria de la Cruz, do you want the NPC description or do you want me to tee that up to somebody else at the table?
Go ahead and tee it up to somebody else. I
Okay,
like the collaborative stuff.
I do too. It makes me happy. Who wants this description? And then when you tell me, I need to just send you something in your playroom. Oh, yeah, quiet on that one. I like that. Y'all worried? Don't be worried.
Wait. So he walked. I got distracted from all the silliness and peanut butter
Yeah, for the
jelly
peanut butter
time.
jelly time. Got it. Yeah. Yeah. He's
So
getting ready to meet with an old friend, Maria de la Cruz. And I
okay.
just want to know who wants to do the physical description on her.
So he's been a vampire for 25 years.
Yeah.
Is
I
this
just,
somebody from your mortal life?
Yes,
yes,
this is actually a touchstone.
this is a
Okay.
touchstone. But here's the thing. I just want physical description, no
Right.
emotional response. I'm going to take it back over from there.
Right. Okay.
That sounds like Tiffany wants it. I'm giving it to Tiffany. Okay, Tiffany, before you start, I need you to check your player room if you can.
Okay.
Love these parts
Everything's
that
fine,
the
guys.
audience never sees.
Right, right, right.
And it seems like it's just perfectly seamless and everything is perfect. And Carl totally doesn't ADR us into saying things.
Well, I just wanted to get an idea because I know if he was in his 20s, so she would be in her 40s,
his-
pushing
Mhm.
50.
Late
Uh-huh,
40s,
you got
early
it
50s.
exactly.
Okay.
Everything's fine. But I don't want personality at all. I've got her from there, but I just need to know what she's wearing, what she looks like,
Okay.
as she walks in, and I'll take it from there.
Okay. She probably has her hair tied back. It's dark and wavy because it's long, but it's tied back in like a loose ponytail behind her back. She probably has like a gold chain on that dangles beneath her plain like sweater. Well, no, it's winter or it's summer. So probably a plain like blouse, you
Okay.
know, like a button-up blouse. It's probably like cream. And then she wears like a couple of like gold bangles on her wrists and a very plain like pencil skirt and small little kitten heels.
Oh, I really love this. Okay, Doc, she's wearing a necklace that has a charm on it.
Yes.
Describe the religious symbol on the charm. It's nothing you've ever seen before.
Oh, nothing I've ever seen before then.
Nope. So not a cross, not the Star of
Damn.
David. It's some type of religious symbol, but you've never seen. Doc has never seen it before because you're getting ready to make it up.
It's a symbol with a small etching of a person on it, and it looks like it's some sort of praying for protection from something.
Okay.
But because of its size, the image of the person isn't really detailed. It's almost like less detailed than you'd see on a coin.
Oh, I like that. So it's more like aesthetic on maybe like an arch, a couple
Yeah.
arches that are coming together that kind of, if you look at it right, gives the idea of somebody praying, but really it could just be two paint brush strokes.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
sexy.
It's almost like one of those like a magic eye almost. If you look at it long enough, you can see the secret person.
That is a choice. That's deliberate and delicious. I absolutely love it.
Very
Okay.
deliberate.
And the last piece of description I will give you, teeing off of what Tiffany gave us, Carl, is when Maria walks into this room, the gold bangles that she has on her arms, they're very cute. They're very stylish.
Mhm.
They're very fun. They're not moving.
Okay.
So typically when you see like a bundle of bangles, they slide up and down the wrist.
Yeah.
Hers are not. Whatever style of jewelry this is, they are covering her wrists and they're staying where they are.
Okay.
What's the first thing you feel when the door opens, that annoying ass bell chimes, and she steps in?
Um, the reason that this has gone on so long, and the reason that he's held on to this sort of tenuous thread from his mortal life, is because no matter what he's feeling, every time he catches sight of her, his heart skips a beat. There is still enough affection there because she was the first to kind of open his mind from like just academia to like this needs to be practical too.
Yeah.
Like he was kind of the intellect, she was the fire.
Ooh. The Bruja spark. She scans the room and her eyes connect with yours,
Mhm.
and another type of spark happens. The one you recognize, and then something that's riding on the belly of your beast like a tick.
Okay.
When you look at Maria right now, as your heart wrestles with this spark, this passion, this affection, this adoration that you have for her, there's something new here that when you look at her and you feel that she feels distant, unreachable,
Like in a way that she
untouchable
hasn't before.
in a way that she never has before.
Okay.
There's a distance between you that you didn't realize was ever there. Maybe it's new. The problem is,
Mm.
it's not just like she's walking into this establishment with an attitude and you know you're getting ready to walk into a fight, or she looks wounded in a way that feels like there's a distance. Whatever is tapping this distance is attached to your beast.
Okay.
And she steps in and she looks to you and she goes to speak, and then she winces, physically winces. And she pauses, and then she just slips into the booth across from you.
Are you okay, Ree?
I'm okay. How are you doing, Kevin? You look well.
I'm hanging in there.
Thank you for meeting me, especially on such short notice. I appreciate it.
Of course. I always have time for you. What's up?
I was just in town. I figured I'd stop by and say hi. Felt wrong to pass through Columbus without connecting with old acquaintances. How are things?
Good, good. I mean, things are solid at the university, and he'll launch into just inanities of the day, like, oh, this, this professor did this kind of thing. Um, Kids these days, et cetera, et cetera. Um, he does a good job of talking the talk, but he definitely every meeting he slips a little bit farther back into shadow so you can't quite see his face.
Ooh, great descriptive work there. She nods and she listens and she metabolizes none of it.
Okay,
It's This isn't her inviting you to lie to her. This is her just sitting through it in a
okay.
whole new way.
I am going to I'm going to switch my heightened senses over to eyesight
Okay.
and start trying to read micro expressions while I'm giving the spiel.
Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. I absolutely love it. So you activate your heightened senses and something happens immediately.
Okay.
You hear a voice that goes, "Mommy, something's wrong with the water."
Okay.
And you are able to continue talking as that kind of hits your periphery. Then you hear another voice. It's like, "Baby, I'm trying to cool it off right now. Hold on." And you recognize that voice. It's Sophia's voice.
Okay.
And Maria continues to sit here in this booth and allows you to lie to her. Good.
I
I'm
mean,
glad to hear things are well.
yeah, definitely. How about you? I haven't seen you in age. I mean, I guess a year or so at this point.
I just got back from Vienna. And then she hard stops and I need a chop.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
We're throwing in three,
All right.
2, 1, throw them. Oh,
Scissors.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What are we comparing?
All right, hold on. She has an actual character sheet, so hold on, let me get to it.
Oh, fuck.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. You guys are good. You guys are
You
good.
know it's
Welcome to
bad when
halfway
the
through the game.
NPC has a character sheet. You know it's trouble.
You know it's a whole situation.
No. She has a character sheet, and Bridgett didn't ask me to make her. That's the other.
Now,
That's the other
that's
tell.
let's have a conversation about that. That's the true problem. Because every other sheet, I literally open up a ticket with Carl and be like, "Can you make this Malkavian character sheet for me? Can you make Mr. Prim for me? Can you make?" Yes, yes. That's the whole problem. Yes. All right. Hold on. I thought I had her pulled up, but I didn't. Hold on. Carl, that's so funny. Yeah, you're 100% right. Absolutely didn't ask you to make this one, baby. Did it for the plot. Okay. Her character sheet is we are going against a. Sorry, Carl, you can cut this out.
Yeah, you're good. I already time stamped it.
Oh, I love you so much. Okay.
Rutabaga, rutabaga.
Okay. She is going awareness and mental, and she's basically trying to catch you flat. You have your heightened senses up, so I'm giving this to you. And you know her intimately. She's trying to catch you flat-footed to see what you'll give away when she mentions that she just came back from Vienna.
Okay.
So if you are trying to attempt to hide any type of shock, oh shit, moment panic, you're going to be going against probably what, subterfuge and manipulation?
Yeah, subterfuge or composure. Would
I
composure
like
work?
I like composure is actually even better here.
Okay, cool. It's still not good, but it's 1 point higher.
It's 1 point high. We'll take it. We'll take it. Her number with awareness and mental is a 13.
Oh, fucking what?
Yeah. Yeah, Tiffany knows why.
Cool. That I'm at 3, so she probably catches me in that. What?
What does she? I love Tiffany's face. What does she catch?
I'm gonna say he knows the dance. Like this dance that they've danced a bunch of times before. She's always been willing to play it. This time she's not, but he wasn't quite able to keep up with that. And so I just got back from Vienna, combined with everything else that's going on and all of the news about disappearances that we've just uncovered, completely flat-footed. Like
Okay.
he's in the middle of like saying, "Oh, that's interesting," and he'll just stop. And there'll be that a tension that was never there between them will spring into existence that's like harder than stone.
Ooh.
And I think the mask will fall away and they'll just look at each other. And he'll kind of give a, well, balls in your court.
You give her the balls in your court, and suddenly you can smell chlorine assaulting your nostril. You can feel fresh water splashing on you. You can feel sun, pleasing sun coming at you, and that's when a small black boy goes splashing by in a pond. He's got not in a pond. A small black boy goes splashing by you in this pool. He's got goggles on. He's got red swim trunks. And he's got like a little floaty device around his waist, and he goes splashing by you. But that fades almost into the periphery before it comes back again. But she looks to you, Kevin. She just looks heartbroken. She looks heartbroken. She looks betrayed. She looks exhausted. And she says, "It's great this time of year. The food is amazing. I went for the wine. I went for the culture. I went and visited the museums. Does it feel good to be lied to? Are you enjoying this? Do you want to continue down this path?"
No, it doesn't. I probably let this go on way too long. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't. I'm sorry. Me, Kevin, not after this long. You really sorry? Because I told you once that sorry isn't words, sorry is actions, and you made an active choice to continue.
Did she just stop mid-sentence?
Yeah.
Did it look like she was like, okay, I know her for a long time, and we were together back in the day. When she gets up a head of steam in terms of being pissed off um or passionate about something, does she stop mid-sentence?
She does.
She does. Oh,
That's
fuck.
her.
Okay.
That's her. One
That
of her
that
defense strategies.
that's her tell that she's really, really like in her feelings. Okay.
That's she's face first in her feelings.
I am, but I understand why you think I'm not. What do you think you know?
I know that you hurt me, and that's what I'm here to confront. It's the fact that I know that you lied to me. I know that you hurt me, that you continue to hurt me, and that for some reason you didn't trust me enough to. Who was it? I'm just. Can you give me that much?
Um, can I intuit what she means by that?
She's asking who your sire is.
Oh. Mm. Fuck,
It's not.
she's a touchstone. Um, her name was Dr. Rains.
Did you choose it, or were you taken?
That's kind of a complicated question. I
Yeah.
sort of chose it, but let's let's remove ambiguity. If you need, did I choose or did I not? Yes, I chose. I didn't have all the information at the time, but with what I did, yes, I chose it.
Did it ever dawn on you that you made a decision for both of us?
No, it didn't. You know me when I get my head around an idea, sometimes the other stuff falls away, and that's not acceptable or an excuse, but it is a reason.
Mommy, no, seriously, there's something really wrong with the water. And
I think you'll
you.
actually physically react to that.
Oh.
Um, can I spend a willpower to make that knock it the fuck off for a little bit?
I would absolutely love for you to spend a willpower to get to suppress that, to mute that, to shut that off.
I would like to mute that for a little bit.
You are whatever this woman, whoever, whatever is sitting in front of you, her proximity is antagonizing your beast.
Hmm.
And the way your beast is responding to it is to search for something to connect to, and it's connecting to your murder of Sophia Waters.
Hmm.
There's a tether that's tying those together, and you are able to willpower that off. At least you're operating with a clear head now.
Yeah.
I had all of these things prepared to say to you.
Then say them.
I don't know if it matters at this point. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it.
If you're in town for a while, if you want to take some time, I can meet you, let's say 3 nights from now. If you have more you want to say, if you have questions you want to ask, I'll tell you truthfully and honestly. The least I can, that's literally the least I can do for you.
She rises from the table and she walks out. And once she gets about 30 feet away from you, whatever had your beast chasing its tail, climbing up and down a wall, gnawing at the bars of your willpower, just settles.
I think he will go and order whatever is left, like a slice of whatever god awful pizza 300 drunk college students have not had, order a slice of it, and I will I'll blush of life to actually enjoy a slice of pizza. Just to do something to try and ground myself. But he's not gonna leave that booth until they kick him out.
Stunning. Carl, talk me through a couple days after this, or the day after this, probably the day after this, what you've called or where you've called the entire group to. You guys have an incoming meeting. It's on everyone's calendars, at least internally. Where are you calling everyone to?
So I think I'm gonna default to the gazebo of safety.
Okay.
And just as a meeting point,
Okay.
because with the knowledge that some of these things are escalating with the encounter I just had, and with a lot of other things that are happening, I think that the time for what he's going to propose is probably now or never. Um,
Mm,
but he doesn't want it to be an ambush. So he wants to explain what he's thinking to the rest of them before it happens.
okay.
Um,
So is it okay if I just pull everyone to the gazebo?
we've all been pursuing our various like things we're looking at into and after. Um, and Kevin will like call you guys together just to chat about a couple of things. I think so. When you guys arrive, there'll be basically like a printout for each of you. Um,
Give me
and
a printout.
yeah. Um, and it's one of those things where so he'll sit down and say, so we've been looking into a fair amount of stuff, and in addition to all of the normal kindred bullshit going on, there's something hunter related happening. There's a lot going on. I have a very real sense that a war of some kind is coming, and the four of us have been pushed together, unlikely allies or not. Um, what I'm proposing is that we take a little bit of time, we take one night, and we make this a little bit more formal. Um, we are all familiar with the coterie, but there's actually an older tradition that is more of a I mean, it's kind of grounded in ritual, but like there's some interesting psychological underpinnings to it. It's there's an older tradition that predates even Carthage called the Sworn Kindred, and I think it might be partly where the derivation of kindred it came from at one point. Um, he then goes on a 5 minute tangent about the etymology of kindred, um, which would be interesting if it weren't dry as fuck.
I think
Um,
she would raise her hand.
yeah.
Bruja.
I'm sorry. What's a coterie and what's a Carthage?
Well, another 20 minutes of explanation. Um, a
Kevin
coterie.
pulling out like Wikipedia pages and
I'm
shit.
so glad you asked. Pulls out a slide projector.
You're right. If you look here at exhibit one,
Um, no, but in briefly, the Carthage was once a home and a haven to our kind. And a coterie is known as a group of the kindred who are together for a specific purpose. And I don't think we know our purpose yet, but I think there's very little to argue that we are not a coterie. Um, what I'm proposing is that we do kind of a God, it's almost like a corporate retreat, but not really. Like it's one night where rather than letting fate kind of carry us along and force us together, it's making an active choice to work together, which is something that we don't do very often. Um, but that being said, I don't want this to be anything that's, forced on somebody, or I don't want anybody to think that we have to do this. So I gave you a quick printout. It goes over the ritual, what, what I'm familiar with about it. And if it's something you guys would like to participate in, I think it could make it could mark a moment of choice where we're stepping away from circumstance and into grabbing what we want to for ourselves.
Mm.
Kevin, can
Not
I
that
ask a
easy to get the
question real
things you want for yourself.
Um, sorry. Well, let's do Connor first. What was that?
It's not that easy to just get the things you want for yourself.
No, but deciding to choose to try and get them is.
Yeah, the decision's easy. Actually, getting it is harder.
I'm not promising success. I'm promising intention.
Ooh.
Yeah, words are nice.
I think he'll just let him get that word in edgewise. He needs it.
I
Um,
for just a minute, if I may, Lee's
yeah.
gonna look around at the four people that are there. Ivy is, I suspect, pretty hard to discern what her feelings are from day to day or from night to night. Um, do either the two of you, Kevin or Connor, can I tell, have you been resting poorly? Do you look more disheveled than usual? I'm not using any vampiric powers because I
Mhm.
don't have any, but just a general impression. Like I think Leah, when she arrives, is visibly like her hair's a mess. Now, maybe to Connor, that's how she always looks. But she actually looks more human, and so when she sleeps poorly, it is more evident on her face. But do the two gentlemen, do they look any more stressed out than normal?
Kevin probably looks a little bit more relaxed than you've seen him because he's got a problem to solve.
That is
Mm.
Um,
interesting.
also, like I nailed all of my feeding stuff at the beginning, so I'm doing great.
Heard, rude.
Rude to disrespect. That's fair.
To to
Fair.
to to throw it back to you a little bit, can I tell that you've been like it's obvious that you've not been sleeping well?
I would say, much like her player, Leah's face pretty much tells a story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Her makeup is smeared, her hair is kind of mussed. And I believe you all know that she's trying to burn the wick at both ends. She's trying to
Yeah.
work during the day, but also work for vampires at night. Um, but like I think that you could probably see the tension in her from not having fed, probably not having fed properly for days.
Okay.
And because that beast is really close to the surface.
Yeah. How's Connor look?
And for the first time since you've met him, Connor is not showing any external wounds. There's
Mm.
no broken cheek, there's no broken fingers, there's no scars. But at the same time, for lack of a better word, Connor looks like reheated dog shit. He's clearly fed. He doesn't look hungry, but yeah, he looks as if some tenet of his life has just shattered in the last few weeks in a way that he's not sure how to reconcile it yet.
Mm.
Okay, thank you for that. To get back to Kevin and get back to the in-character question he asked, is this like getting beat in or something? I don't know how this works.
No.
This is a lot to read in a very short amount of time.
Um, I have wits plus awareness of 6. Can I pick up on the fact that like you've clearly not fed very well?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay. Um,
That's open facing. Yeah.
okay, gotcha. So he'll say, I get that. And he'll just say, "Can we step to the side here for a sec?" Yeah, he'll just step to the side and say, Leah, just a quick word.
Oh, I am getting beat in. Okay.
No,
Sure.
you're
She
not.
starts to like take off rings.
No, stop it. I'm not hitting you.
As you say that, like Connor's loosening his tie, like, all right, let's go.
Yeah. God damn.
Beat
No,
up
no,
the
like
big
she'll
one.
start doing that, and I'll be like, all right, well, I was trying to do this privately. Have you clearly haven't fed well. Do you need something?
Um, I guess I was gonna bring it up later.
Can you handle bagged blood, or do you need fresh?
That's what she was talking about. She
Yeah,
said bag. They said bags, but I don't know what that means.
bagged blood, like literal blood bags.
Did you
Here,
From like a blood bank.
yeah, from like a blood bag. He'll literally unzip his backpack and hand her one.
Had a Capri Sun kid.
It's literally it looks like a Capri Sun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think while in any other mental state, she might pause, she might ask questions. I don't think at a 3 hunger, I don't think I can justify her even pausing.
Mm-mm.
She sees an open source of blood. However, what she will try to do, and this is so lame because she's so cool as it is,
So
she is
cool.
going to try and like move up to Kevin and try and like hide that she is drinking it because they are at a park. And so I think she'll kind of like almost move into his chest and hide it like she's trying to hide herself.
This is almost an automatic reaction. Kevin gives her a hug to give her more cover.
Oh
Do you want to
no.
put it in a bowl
He doesn't
for her
think
to drink
about
out
it.
of? Do
What's up?
you want to put it in a bowl for her to drink out of?
He'll shoot you a not now look. But no, I think he'll not think of it as anything other than providing a convenient excuse. I don't know when the last time Leah was hugged was, but
By someone who wasn't her like stressed or sick mother. Years. Yeah, if she had enough blood to cry tears, she probably would right now. But she can't. She doesn't have. She's not hungry, and she's not full enough.
She doesn't have the blood enough. Yeah.
So she just probably, like you could feel since you're hugging her, you could probably feel her shoulder shaking, like she would be crying.
Okay.
And she just kind of literally like rests her forehead on his chest and just drinks because that's all she can think of right now.
Okay. Yep. Kevin will just stay there. That way, if any passerby looks over, they're just seeing somebody give someone a hug.
Yeah. Someone crying into someone else's chest, but giving them a hug. Yeah.
Oh, and if Connor starts looking shitty, Ivy's gonna like not forcefully, but like punch him in the arm, like fucking knock it off.
I was going to say something, but after the punch, I will abstain and just roll my eyes.
Let people have feelings, Connor.
I'll whisper to Ivy. Imagine liking it cold.
Everybody has their preferences, don't they?
Ooh.
Whoa.
This is a great way to start a coterie, y'all.
This is a great week. Oh yeah, antagonization and cruelty.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is great. Let's go.
And,
You're already
like-
siblings.
I was
Yeah.
gonna
One
say,
big
like, I
dysfunctional
have
family.
siblings. I know how
Yeah.
this goes.
And like, as pathetic as it is, she's probably just going to suck it like a kid sucking a Capri Sun until it like makes
Yeah.
that sound.
And babe, I'm going to give you a single point of hunger slate.
I'll take it.
We will reconcile the fact that you are violating your predator type either in your downtimes or later. You're probably gonna have to make some sheet adjustments there now that you can no longer, well, you don't have access to your herd anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're forced, well, not forced, you're making a choice to abandon your predator type. You can continue feeding on whatever you wanted. That is technically a choice that you're making. But your hunger comes down. You can feel your beast like crawl out from beneath your walls, where at least it goes back to settling and pacing where it belongs. It's still hungry. Hunger is ever present for you now in this condition. It's amazing that you found embrace. And again, I use that word gently. And you went from I'll never starve again to I'm in a perpetual state of hunger. But at least now it's not pulling at the fringes of your better decision making.
Mm-hmm. And I think after she'll just kind of wipe at her face and look up at Kevin for just a second. And because of what she is, she blushes. She can't help it. I'm so sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry.
He won't even say anything. He'll just open the backpack up to have her drop the the blood bag back into it.
And then she'll take a step back. Before anybody agrees to do anything with me, I think I need to say this really quickly, and then everybody can make their decisions if they want me to continue to be part of whatever this is. I think my bite is poison. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I don't know what happened. But all of the animals that I fed from for months got very sick, and they all died within minutes of each other. I don't know what's happening, and I don't know if I'm even safe to eat. So if you don't want, I know that I'm already, you know, I can't get any lower at this point, I don't think. And if you don't want me to be here, I understand. Miss Gloria and Justice are trying to figure it out, but I can't risk feeding off of someone or something anymore. I can't risk it. I don't know what's happening.
Well, did this just happen? Like you've been feeding on them and they've been fine and healthy?
Yes. Yeah, because I didn't take much, just a little bit here and there, and only from the big animals because they have enough blood. They can like I didn't hurt them, and then they like their skin started falling off and when the vet opened them. Did you know that there's a huge community of Amish gangrel? I found
No.
that out. Anyway, so the vet is apparently a gangrel Amish vet who does house calls, and he opened the animals up and their hearts were like rotten and empty and like almost like they were disintegrating to ash.
Damn. That's cool as hell.
What if I did that to a person?
Don't do it to a person. But that's people are
Wait,
going
so then did you ghoul these animals?
No, because
Can
I
you
would have
even
to
do
feed
that?
them my blood, right? That's how they make
Finblood
it.
has
That's how
that
they make.
power, Ivy.
Also, later, Ivy, I need to ask you a magic question, and I know that you're not really forthcoming, but I saw a thing and I don't know what it means.
Oh.
But that's something separate. That's something that's about how I was made, and I think I was made wrong. But
Well, you're a thin blood. Of course you were made wrong.
Connor, I swear to God.
I was made with intent by someone who wanted me. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know yet.
So was it like a symbol?
No, it was her.
No, I mean like that you saw that you wanted to ask me was magic.
That's another thing. Oh, God. Have we touched an arch yet? Any of
No.
them? There's a lot of arches.
Yeah.
There's not just the one. And the ones that we got near showed us memories or future. I'm not really sure. Um, but like I saw who I assume is my sire, and sh I, blood came out of her body, like floating out of her and into all the people she just killed. And that's how she made us.
Now, Tiffany, this is where I will tee you in. You have blood sorcery. You're trained
Hmm.
in it. Even the advanced techniques that you don't know how to do yet, or you don't have the power or the potency to access to, you're still pretty fluent and aware of them. This sounds like an inversion and a corruption of the level 4 theft of vitae.
Hmm.
So, as a rule, and I know you know this, but just clarifying for anybody watching, theft of vitae is a vampire can beckon or gesture at a person, blood erupts from their veins, their nose, their fingertips, wherever, and it comes in and it feeds them 2 slakes worth of blood. It's a remote distance kiss. I can take blood from you from a distance and I can bring it into myself. It's very horrifying to watch. As a rule, this isn't used on vampires, but it can be. If it's used on the vampire, the user slakes one, and the hunger and the target's hunger increases by one. When you start getting into some really dirty blood magic, you can start draining vampires remotely. But that's me beckoning your blood to me. What Leah's describing is that in a corrupted, horrifying form that is going to send Moses over a wall. It's going to send all of the Banu Hakim over a wall. And God help you if the Tremere find out. Someone is doing that in reverse to commit mass embraces. Bulk embraces is what she's describing if she's saying that correctly.
Well, to me, it sounds like somebody is messing with things they shouldn't.
I, I think I have to come into this agreement with you all honestly. And if any of those things would make you not want me to be here, I want to get that out now before you all agree. I just had to say that. I I know that ambition is rewarded here. And unfortunately, I feel like I have ambition, but I am a liability.
Mm.
Not a liability yet to us.
Look, there are some other ones in this group that can be considered a liability as well. We all have our own shit to deal with. So if we don't all agree, then we're not a coterie and we need to just do what we need to do. Otherwise, certain of us can keep their traps shut and be a whole lot nicer.
Yeah, I'll work on that. I'm sorry.
Right,
That
Kevin?
literally makes Leah laugh for like the first time in days.
Yeah, I'm just standing there looking like I just ate a lemon. And I'll lean over to Ivy and just whisper, she was made because she was wanted. Must be nice to actually be wanted.
Yeah. Well, if you want to be wanted, then you have to want to be a part of this.
It's better to be a part of something than nothing.
We
I
want you
agree.
here.
All right. Those of us who have nobody have to stick together, right, Leah?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Right. So uh he'll go over the ritual. Um in brief, it is it's a ritual of the sworn kindred, and it basically it involves two things. You face the two biggest fears of the vampire together as a coterie,
Oof.
and you demonstrate trust in a way that vampires don't typically do so. So, for the trust, you share blood just as a like in a small amount, not in a not even in a rouse check way, but like literally like a small amount put into a chalice kind of deal. Um, you share a truth. You basically give a secret that you hold dear to the others and expect that they'll keep it. It's a so you demonstrate trust and you share vitae, and then you face fire and the sun together. And then you spend the following day sleeping in the same place.
And that's all in the pamphlet, by the way.
Yeah, that's all.
That's
The
all in the
pamphlet,
write-up.
I did it a disservice by calling it a pamphlet. It's probably like 15 pages, but
Is it spiral bound and everything? Like you took it to
Fucking
a print
dossier.
shop?
man, I still have student like there's no way I'm a hacker and I access the university all the time. There's no way I don't abuse the shit out of printing resources.
Oh,
Okay.
as you should.
I'm
Okay.
just throwing out there. Printing resources at universities ain't what they used to be, buddy.
It's a
But-
whole book, baby. It's 15
Yeah.
pages of this. Yeah.
after-
Defense, psychological profile on why it helps with unity and bonding. I mean, it's a whole situationship.
But after this, we have to burn it, right? Like we have to destroy these books, right? We can't just have them hanging out.
Oh yeah. I mean, I printed them out so that you guys could understand the nature of this. And I know that I figured that you and Connor wouldn't be familiar with the ritual, and I thought Ivy might know it by a different name, so I wanted to be as specific as possible in case she knows it by a different, more occult way of understanding things.
Tell you, Mr. Prim was never big on friendship.
Wait, did we call it Valdery? Oh, wrong game. Wrong game.
Wrong game. Wrong game. That's our
Oh
bad.
no! Oh snap!
Because it's absolutely Valdery.
I know. Thank you.
Yes,
Okay.
for sure, Valdery.
Oh no, did I make up something that already existed?
No. Yours is way cooler, but the
Okay.
base principle is absolutely a Sabbat ritual for sure.
Okay.
Yours is cooler. Hard stop.
We call it the friendship cup at our Sabbat game.
You're right.
Nice.
Yeah, Mr. Prim was never big on friends or coterie. He mentioned this before, but he'd never do it.
The ritual was actually outlawed by a fair number of princes and elders in previous times because it forged bonds between clans rather than making you rely on just your clan members. I did check. Mia Glass has not outlawed this ritual, nor did Prince Yu before her. So,
Well, you do know that if Moses finds out, we're probably all dead.
Or Prim.
if you're not comfortable with it, we can wait till later, or we don't have to do it at all. This is
I'm okay with it. Are you okay with the potential of Moses and 6 other Banu Hakim potentially being upset? I'm just saying that's what you're
No.
inviting.
No, and I appreciate that. With Prim and Moses, I was going to have to deal with eventually. And let's be perfectly honest, if hunters are coming, God only knows what's happening next. If they can take down an entire chantry, the oldest chantry in the world, I'm sure I know Mr. Prim is formidable. I know Moses is formidable. That they're not that formidable.
I'll tell you something, Kevin. Maybe Prim might not be as big of an issue as Ivy's family. He and I had a chat.
Good. Did you stake out a little bit of little space for yourself?
Something like that.
Good for you.
Good for me. Let's do it.
Am I
Okay.
hearing full agreement to the coterie?
I've got everybody already trying to hunt me. What's two more people?
And this way you'll at least have three of us on your side.
Yeah.
Besides, we also I have got to get you some body armor. And do you do knives or guns at all? Like I gotta figure that out.
She
I've
reaches
got some
behind and
guns.
pulls out a revolver and puts it back.
If she needs
Cool.
weapons, I've got stuff back at my haven.
Excellent.
If we're gonna be a coterie, we need to be prepared. And I'll turn to Ivan and go, no, you're probably good.
Yeah,
I'm not,
I have an armory.
yeah, I'm not even gonna ask if
You and me
Ivy has
both.
weapons.
Ivy's fine.
We are out at the Antrim Lake fishing area.
Mm,
Um, it is an old converted quarry that became a surrounded lake. There's some deep forest nearby. It's still technically within the Columbus domain, so we haven't had to leave the safety of the domain yet. But it's right on that borderline. Um, it's nice, it's quiet out here. Um, and we've gathered kind of in this natural setting on the edge of this lake. Um, I think it's going to be the first non-muggy day for the first time in a while.
nice.
It's cool. It's bordering on cold, and the wind has kind of picked up. Um, so Kevin will be kind of walking, like he's walked them all through it, but he's actually now sort of using the words and things like that. And it's important to note that he is saying them for their psychological effect.
Mm,
He does not believe or have access to magic. That doesn't mean he might not trip and fall over something, but he doesn't really believe in the more mystical parts of being a vampire.
mm.
Um, so the first thing is he'll say that we're gathered here beneath the face of the moon so that moon and stars and ground can witness the promise that we are making to each other. And he slowly puts a circle around in ash from a heartwood tree. Um, and it's at the center is a bowl, which looks very fancy, but in all honesty was probably purchased from Target, um, or something similar. But it's a nice little bowl, um, probably made of glass or crystal. Um, and he'll lead off by going, first, we share that which is ours to keep freely with one another without malice or promise. And he'll cut his palm a little bit and just squeeze until it drops into the bowl.
I'll walk over to the bowl and just like prick a finger just enough to get a single drop of vitae and just kind of like give you that look of good enough.
Yeah. Yeah. And he'll nod.
I'll turn to the others.
Um, Ivy's gonna like circle the bowl like a predator and hold her breath and try not to smell it so that she can you know, also, donate to it.
Leah waited until last. She is the lowest in standing. Um, However, she doesn't have a blade. So she'll kind of look to Ivy and kind of like point to one of her blades.
She'll like just like um toss it, like flipping it so the handle is towards you, like in her hand. So she's holding the blade, but giving
Oh,
you
I
the
see. I see.
yeah.
Um, so she'll take the blade and having never done anything like this, she'll do what Kevin does because she's just like Kevin, right? Um, and she's going to draw the blade across her hand, not realizing that it's not going to heal. At least not like a vampire heals. And so she draws the blade across her hand and absolutely winces because it hurts her. And does the thing that they do in all the movies where you squeeze and the blood comes out, and that's a thing. Um, and unlike all the movies that she's ever seen, there's just still an open wound in her hand. And that doesn't go away. So I think she just pulls up her sleeve and then takes off the other one and wraps it around and tries to be like, this is what everyone else is doing, right? Everybody's doing this. This hurts everybody too. And then steps back.
I'm gonna walk over and just looking at Leah struggling, I'll take off my tie and hand it to her to wrap her hand.
Um, yeah, that's probably one of the more expensive things she's been handed. Um, and I'm not even,
And
I think she's probably even overwhelmed and can't even say thank you, although her eyes say it. Um,
and I'll just say to her, wrap it tightly. You want to stave the bleeding.
and she will do so.
All the blood is gathered.
Okay. With blood shared, we now take something that is more vital and more close to our hearts. We reveal a truth to each other known to none but ourselves. It can be a truth, a memory of mortal life, a past cruelty, a hidden fear, and the others listen in silence and don't judge under the gaze of the moon. And these secrets are bound by the vow. To reveal them beyond the circle invites the ancient malediction and the scorn of the very earth and sky that hears it. And he'll get a little sarcastic towards the end, but he will say those words. And because I suggested this, I will go first. In the early days of me being what I am now, it was very easy for me to control my beast to the point where I didn't respect it as one should. Celeste was a very meticulous sire in an academic way. Every test that she set for me was a clear expectation, an action, and a reward or a correction in a very scientific manner. The only part of that I ever failed spectacularly was the only part she never warned me about. There was a colleague of mine in those days who was a good friend. I was naive enough back then to even think that maybe she could have been more. I didn't truly understand the distance between us, even though I was still capable of going to school and collaborating on research projects. Her name was Sophia Waters. She was brilliant, funny. She was an incredibly gifted anthropologist. And I lost my temper at a conference with someone else. And she happened to be the first person who found me. All that is somewhat known by Celeste, and the part that I've not told her, even to her, who I don't keep many things from, is that some of us, when we drain someone completely, we can take part of their memories to ourselves. There are times where I still have snippets of her memory floating through my perception. But it did make it easier for me to finish all of her academic works that were in progress when she died.
Carl, move
It
your hand. Sorry.
oh when
You're
she
okay.
died
You're okay.
when she died, it felt like the least I could do. And he'll stop and take a step back and just let the silence gather.
Ivy knows nothing about that, but she looks really antsy. Um, I guess being one of the older vampires too, I should probably go next. Part of the reason I'm doing this ritual and I don't care if Moses comes after me is because I also don't care if the hunters find me. I don't I don't care how I get put out of my misery, but I'm almost done.
Hmm.
So, and of course I would never tell anybody that. So, you better keep that to yourselves.
Leo will look over to Connor.
My turn, huh? Well, I guess since we're talking about why we're doing this, I mean, Ivy says she's almost done. I finally had it out with Prim. Whether or not anything comes of it, I have no idea, but I have a strong feeling that outside of this, I'm on my own. I'll still keep his appearances and do his dirty work until he finally lets me out from the accounting because, well, it's the traditions. You respect them. No, you want to know what I'll put into this coterie? 29 years ago, a year after I was turned, and I realized that my accounting wasn't like anybody else's. They said 6 months, maybe a year if you're not doing great. And I thought this was my test to get out. He sent me back to New York to pick up a package. What I didn't realize that the package was one of my former associates. He was moving on the business that I had left behind. He saw a power vacuum and seized it. And I thought about confronting him. I thought about addressing what was happening, telling him to get out of the game while he could. I couldn't. I knew he was on a self-destructive path that there was nowhere it was going to go but the end for him. So I waited one night. I figured he knew that alley forwards and backwards. I didn't drain him, but I left him there. The news said the police found him a few days later, stabbed in the back 17 times. I sent flowers to his wife, but I just can't shake that I could have done better by him. I could have just walked up to him and said, run. I could have told him and he would have listened to me to run. He didn't know where I went. He didn't know what happened to me. But I stabbed him in the back and left him there for dead. Not even Prim knows that. All Prim knows is he got his fucking package. You know what was in that box that he had me pick up? Bag of sand. There's nothing in there. And maybe that's why I'm still under the accounting, because I failed that test 29 years ago. I told myself after that, if you're going to kill somebody, if you're going to do anything to somebody, you at least look them in the face when you do it. Because I don't carry memories of him like you do, Kevin. I carry that shame that I was told as a venture I'm supposed to be better. And I wasn't. So there you go.
I think for a moment, Leah just lets that hang in the air. I wish that I had to give what you all have to give. In my life, I was only ever loved by a couple of people. And I don't have a lot of secrets. My life is open, it's forward facing. My shames are on my face. My feelings are on display pretty much all the time. I can't help it. So the only thing I can give you is the only thing that matters to me at all. The only reason that I don't just let all of this go, the only reason I still do all of this, you all know that I'm not supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to be helping. I'm supposed to be a servant. I'm supposed to be a ghoul. And the dream was that maybe one day, after my people were on along their lives, maybe I would die in an accident, and there'd be some small little blurb in a paper somewhere about how somebody who has no significance died in a car accident or something. I've never amounted to anything that anyone would consider to be great. And I think she can't help but look over for just a second at Connor. The most shameful thing is that I still exist after I got turned into whatever this is. I was hoping to be embraced by Miss Gloria or Mr. Edmund. Obviously, that didn't happen. And I've just been a fuck up my whole life. But that doesn't mean my life was bad. But the only thing that matters to me, the only reason that I keep moving forward, so I have two moms that need me. Two moms that helped me survive, who gave me the scraps of their food when there was nothing left for them. I grew up really poor. I think that's like an understatement. But for everything we didn't have, the love we had for each other was enough. It was enough to make up for everything. They put their bodies in jeopardy to make sure that I survived. And right now, my birth mom, Isabella, is getting taken out of a facility that Edmund put her in by someone I don't know. And my other mom, Mama Kathy, is thanking me for whatever gift has been given to them. Someone's taken her out of the hospital in my name. They are the only thing I have in this world that isn't here, that isn't Miss Gloria, that isn't Justice. And that's all I've got. And that is not the depth to the secrets you have given me, but it's everything to me. Those two women are everything to me. And I just want to make sure they're safe. I know my time here is limited. Whatever ends up happening to the woman who created me, once that mystery is solved, I fully suspect my time here is done. And so all I ever want to do is protect those two women and keep them safe. Create a legacy to continue to pay for their care. That's all I got. And I give it to you.
Well, now you have us too. And now, together, having given that freely which we normally keep for ourselves, we face the two banes that affect all of us equally. The first is fire. And he'll trigger a small thing, and there'll be a small incendiary charge beneath the bowl that will burn the bowl and the blood inside of it.
Mm.
And the crystal will crack and get burned and slightly discolored with the blood that kind of burns into it. And he'll go over and pick out four pieces of crystal roughly the same size and hand one to each. Keep this on yourselves or in your haven just as a memory. And a reminder of the promise we are making to each other. And I think by that point, the silences between them speaking up went on long enough that there's just starting to be a pinkish purple haze on the horizon. And now we wait for the great destroyer of all of us until we're no longer comfortable. And then we face as much of the day as we can. And he'll just kind of turn towards the east, over the lake as the sun starts to come up.
Ivy just lays on the picnic table.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll sit on the little bench next to it, just sort of slumped over a little bit, my head held in one of my hands.
And I'm sorry, Leah, did you have something?
Just I think that she'll take off the hoodie that she normally hides under, and takes off, not the tie is staying in place, but takes off her extra garments that aren't needed, um, just so that, like she does the opposite when she goes to work during the day, where she takes every opportunity to cover up as much skin as she can. Um, she just takes off her hoodie, she takes off her gloves and waits.
And right about the time that we have to start actively fighting to stay awake. I think that line of sunlight is going to start moving across the lake towards us. And I'll say, okay, it's time. And then we'll move to a nearby cave that I had prepped as a place to wait out the day.
As you go to shuffle us, Connor's going to stay behind just a hair longer than the others, almost daring the sun to catch him,
And I
but will
think
eventually turn and walk with the others.
when he turns back around, Leah's only a couple steps behind him. We said we're not doing anything alone, right? Okay, maybe not everything, but and she'll turn around and
Yeah.
go back into the cave.
I'll follow.
And I
And if,
think that's, oh, go ahead.
as I was going to say, if I may,
Yeah.
make this narrative at Bridget's discretion. Um, they are pulled to sleep a lot harder than she is by the dawn. And so I think for as long as she can, she will wait and make sure that they are all resting peacefully.
Okay. And with that, the ritual will be complete. And we
Kevin,
are a coterie.
Kevin, you are the first to wake the following evening. There's a +1 in the cave with you. That should spark your nervous system to some sense of violation or intrusion, unwelcomeness, fear, protectiveness. It doesn't. There's a sense of whatever is here in the cave with you has been with you the entire time. And even that doesn't cause you discomfort. There's a woman sitting on the outside of the cave, on the interior lip, but towards the exit. She's wearing frumpy, loose clothes. She is a heavier set woman, voluptuous, large breasts, big hips. She's wearing a hijab that drops low. And she looks to you when your eyes wake and she smiles, and there's something familiar and grounding and home about her smile. And she says, "Good evening, Kevin. Please join me, at least
Uh,
before the others wake up."
Good evening, ma'am. Um, do I recognize her?
You've never seen her before,
Okay.
but everything about this feels like she's seen all of you. And for whatever reason, that doesn't cause discomfort.
Hmm.
Come here. Stop
Okay.
being shy.
He'll kind of sheepishly go over.
And she'll wave her hand at a seat across from her. Her
Okay.
legs are outstretched and her ankles are crossed.
Okay. I'll sit down and match her pose.
The ritual of sworn kindred. It's been ages since I've seen that enacted. It was quite a choice, Kevin.
It has some interesting historical precedents, and
It does.
there's some neat psychological benefits to it. I feel like we needed something to bind us that was our choice rather than, and he realizes almost halfway through the sentence that he's just talking,
Yeah,
like being like completely forthright and open, and he pauses for a half second before finishing.
I know.
uh,
I want to say something cheesy like I have that effect on people, but and she smiles again. You're right. Choice is a powerful thing. And in these kindred nights, it's something we're often absent. And she looks over at Connor. And she looks over at Ivy. And she looks down at Leah. And then she looks back at you. Choices are defining. And this was a powerful choice for your new coterie. This was well done, Kevin.
Thank you.
I feel obliged to simply ask a few questions. And these aren't coming from a place of criticism. They're not coming from a place of judgment. It's genuinely coming from a place of love that I feel for these individuals that are sleeping across this floor.
Of course.
Did you hear Ivy
I
when
did.
she warned you what you're inviting onto all of you?
I did.
Did you hear Connor when he
I did.
warned you? Did
Prim,
you hear Leah when she warned you what you were inviting into all of you?
yes. I heard all of them at the level they were able to speak, and I think at a level that they were not able to tell me. I didn't choose that. We have so many rituals in the traditions. I didn't choose this one lightly. There are so many things that are broken about every single one of us. And if what I hope to accomplish is possible for a time, we're going to need a king, and his eyes will flick towards Connor inadvertently.
And her eyes actually follow as if she's along for this
Mm-hmm.
journey.
A queen, and his eyes will go to Leah.
And her eyes follow.
Mm-hmm. And a warlord, and her eyes will flick towards Ivy.
And her eyes follow. And a scholar. You know this
I
is like the typical D&D party, right?
I really was trying not to
I know you were.
do
I
that.
just
It's
I just
real
pushed you
hard.
along the way. You might have don't. It's easier this way. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You'll succeed, but the four of you are going to undergo a significant amount of suffering. Suffering that I can't prevent. My prevention of this suffering would compromise your ability to succeed, but I will help everywhere that I can.
Suffering and avoiding it was never the point. The point is that when you're done with the suffering, there's something better on the other side.
Well spoken. I agree. She slams her hands on her thighs. Her thighs actually kind of jiggle and jumble back. Well, with that being said, Kevin, three of them are running from their suffering. If you can get them to stop, really stop, really and truly stop running. Well, colorful stories are abound. I've been up all day watching you four. I'm going to go to bed now. Then she rises up and she dusts herself off. She scratches beneath the hijab for a moment. Ayan Mohammed, by the way.
A pleasure to meet you.
I was expecting you to say Kevin, so then I could say I already know that, but I guess we're past that moment too.
Yeah, you called me Kevin like 4 times.
I know.
I get it.
I was
I'm
just
Kevin
hoping.
though.
Oh, I know. I'm aware.
Okay, good.
Thank you for that moment. I appreciate it.
Of course.
I'm going to go get some rest. Do tell the others that I told them congratulations. I'll be sending coterie creation gifts to everyone shortly. I saw a lot of things coming. I didn't see this particular ritual coming. It's refreshing to be surprised.
Good. I'm happy to surprise you.
Then she smiles and she drops her head to you, and then she just dips out of the cave and disappears into the night. And that, Friends of the Symphony, is where this show ends for tonight. Thank you so much for joining along, Carl, who wrote the entire ritual and did all of that himself. Literally, if you notice, me as a storyteller sat back and I was just watching too. Cast, tremendous and exceptional job. Thank you for watching the Symphony. We hope you've enjoyed the show, and do join us again for a future episode of Sanguine Arch. Bye, guys.
Bye.